What's going on, YouTube? Here to do a review on this Delton Echo 316 with the heavy barrel and the Eotech 512, the sight mark magnifier. Go ahead and go over the rifle first. It's a 16-inch heavy barrel with a 1 in 9 twist. It didn't come like this when I originally bought it. I put the Vikings Tactic free float. I think it's a 9-inch rail on the front. But it came with the MOE Magpul furniture. It was a Magpul edition. I've had this rifle probably going on 7 years now. Ran a couple 3-gun matches with it, and I shoot quite a bit. I wouldn't say a lot, but I shoot quite a bit. Probably at least, I don't know, 3 or 4 times a month. Anyways, the rifle's been awesome. I've only had just a couple problems with shooting lots of steel case and lacquer coated casing projectiles, getting stovepipes, stuck casings in the chamber. Have to pound them out, and so I really don't shoot steel case or anything like that much anymore. I just stick to the brass stuff, and ever since I've done that, I haven't had any issues out of it after that. It's been superb. The only downside about the rifle, in my opinion, is the weight. She's heavy, especially with that barrel. I don't know if you can see under there, but that barrel gets even thicker than what it is out here. It's even thicker underneath there. So it's a pretty heavy carbine. It came with the F mark front sight on it, but I ended up taking that off to put the handrail on. Put a low profile gas block on it, and worked out good. It's a good little setup, nice gun. It's got high pressure magnet particle tested bolt, which is good, for you heavy shooters and stuff. You get quality inspected bolt anyways. And yeah, it's just all around good gun. I've had really good use out of it, and it's done me well. We'll get to the Eotech 512 now. And I got the sight mark magnifier behind it. The magnifier does good. It works good, but it's nothing compared to the Eotech magnifier. The Eotech magnifier is so much more clearer and crisper, and it's just a lot better setup. That's why it's $500 as to $100. So, but it does the job and gets it done. Gives you a little magnification behind the sight. The Eotech's awesome. I haven't had any problems with the what do you call it? The recall they were talking about on them with the temperature change shift or whatever in 0. I haven't experienced that. I live here in Michigan, and it gets pretty cold in the wintertime and pretty warm in the summertime, and I've had this Eotech on this rifle for a little over 3 years now, and I've only zeroed it once, and I haven't had to mess with it after that. So it really holds true and everything. The only bad thing about the Eotech is the batteries, obviously. I have had issues with batteries dying on me and having to replace those. And if you're running a really high power, shooting in low light or or really bright light, I mean, they go a little quicker than what you might think. So just remember to keep some spare batteries on you if you're running any kind of optic really that takes batteries. But you know, Eotechs, aim points, anything, if it takes a battery, it's going to run out eventually, period, no matter what the timetable is. So it's always good to keep a couple on hand. But the magnifier's not the best locking device. There's a little play to it, but it doesn't matter. As long as it magnifies what you're looking at. Does a pretty good job. Not bad for $100 piece as to, like I said, a $400 or $500 piece. Pretty good setup. When you turn the Eotech on, if you push the up arrow on the back of the sight here, you push the up arrow, it'll stand for 8 hours. You push the down arrow, it'll stand for 4 hours. And if it was a night vision compatible model, the little middle circle there would be the night vision button. But it's it's the 512, so it's not night vision compatible. I don't have any night vision or anything like that, so that's why I got this model. It's a little bit cheaper too. Not much, but a little bit cheaper. This is the box that it came in. Pretty good little case. I don't really use it. It just sits in my collection of boxes and stuff, and doesn't really have much use, but figured I'd get it out for the review. This is how it came to me. I bought it at my local Dunham's. I paid $438 for it. This is a factory recommended sight mounting procedure, but it's pretty self-explanatory. But for those that don't know, you got your little owner's manual, product manual type thing, and I'm pretty sure by now my warranty's up, but this is the warranty card that it came with and everything. Then I come with a couple batteries, another you can use a hex screw instead of the big bolt to tighten it down in there, and that's about it. Eotech's a good purchase. I've had it out in the rain, I've had it out in the snow, I've had it out in the heat. I've dropped the rifle with it on there. I haven't had to change the zero ever. Put it on there, locked it down. They say you don't need to use Loctite when you torque it down, so I didn't, and it's good to go. So it's an awesome little sight. Works good. Shows up good. I've had zero issues with it. There is a quick detach mount on the magnifier, just so I can get it out of the way if I have to use the iron sights if the sight ever goes down. But the Eotech keeps it locked on there. There's no quick detach on that. So, but it's a good setup. Awesome running gun. I've had no issues with the sight or the rifle. Both rock solid and awesome pieces.